Good evening, Internet. Welcome back to another night of Strange and Scary Games. I'm that's all just in the background. Tonight we're going to be playing through Everyday Devil. This is a short, free game that contains multiple different styles and multiple different writing perspectives. I want to give a content warning. This contains themes of abuse, alcoholism, animal harm, blood, gore, violence, and it has flashing lights at points. So if any of that is not your bag, I'm not going to feel bad about you clicking off the video. Other than that, I enjoyed the writing of this. I did have a few pointers for characterization at the end of the video. But yeah, thank you as always for watching. I'm going to throw it over to Past Andrew. Let's get into it. What's the devil to do in this day and age? Looking back at the past, I'm not sure if I learned anything. Was there something to in the first place? May you be my judge, jury, and executioner. Welcome to my everyday. WASD to move, spacebar to interact, mouse and Y to sometimes look, escape to pause. Time is just 3 specters. The path forwards. Am I walking towards something I should be running away from? The past, constantly hiding and disappearing, living just behind the corner of my eyes, awaiting to be forgotten, barely graspable and useless if you achieve so. The present, an eternal spirit born out of the dead light our eyes receive, always hunting and laughing at oneself. The future, invisible, never completely there, yet the body instinctively reacts to its chilling presence. Cold winds that stab the spine, climbing it till reaching the hindhead and slowly eating it. All right. I am enjoying the mix of styles. Can I can't see. The path forwards also looks to be the path backwards. I feel my every step and remember what that book warned me long ago. Am I walking towards something I should be running away from? It's a lot of spaghetti sauce. The more I dream, the more reality distorts, a lightless tunnel that extends like a viper's insides. That's a really cool light shader there. I like that. A mansion. The furniture smells of wine and the wine smells of burnt wood, of extinguished fires. I can't move any faster than this. Hi, kitty. Psst, psst, psst. Psst, psst, psst. The color scheme is comparable to ripe blackberries, and the red moonlight feels as potent as the summer sun. Hello. Here's looking at you, kid. You're your maids. Keeping the place clean. Why am I here again? Why? I can't be here. Not again. Hi there. You're new. One eye, two eyes, three eyes, your million eyes, locked doors, entrances to your dark flesh. What do they hide? What do they inspect about me? Brugmazia? Abaddon? Night Eterna? Yeah, that one doesn't say anything. Moonrock. The path forwards also looks to be the path backwards. Heart candy. Berry cake. Berry cake heart candy. Can't believe one of my exes is on a snack package. What's next? Nelly endorsed aloe and wheatgrass intestines patties? Look, man, you gonna buy it or not? Just gonna waste my time and yap about your failed love life? Not as if you have much else to do. Isn't it your job to stand there anyways? Whatever happened to good customer service? I'm part-time, not allowed to ring things up usually, but the register guy worked themselves to the limit and exploded. Guts and bits everywhere. Total pain to clean up. You did a good job. I would never know that somebody exploded here. Now I'm stuck doing a bunch of stuff I'd rather not until they ship some new employee in. You should also go full-time, get that fun device installed on you, become one with the corporate machine, and work till you spontaneously combust. Hell no, man. And to your other point, I'm plenty busy with imagining your skull bashed in with a cinder block. Haha, I could slice through your neck like a tender human cutlet. That's 6,505 runes for all that crap. Put it on my tab, or Orchid's tab. Same thing. This ain't prawns. We don't do tabs. Tough luck, kiddo. Go take it up with your boss and see if they explode you into gore or not. Get lost. With all these drinks I just bought, that's the plan. New Tamagotchi! A Tama hatched from the egg. After having one too many, I found myself hazily wandering the abandoned alleyways of Hellborn Town, its shadows gnawing at my ankles. I sure showed them. Weh, to hell with karma. I make my own karma. Wait, that's how it works, I guess? A hulking mass lurched forth from somewhere in the darkness, crawling forth from the filth and the grime. Cecil, are you out here again? Knocked. Knocked, is that you, Knocked? Knocked, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't deserve happiness. I don't deserve love. Nothing. Hey, it's alright. We deserve life, then we deserve everything that comes with it, good or bad. Well, I'll just help you back to your apartment. Try to be careful. I don't want to hurt you accidentally. This channel always has the best soap operas and TV static to drown my brain with. Whatever suits you. The only place in the world which makes sense, because I rule in it. By my command, a light breeze flows through the heavy space. Full of convenience store junk, candied hearts, fried intestines, blood, wine, blah blah blah. Maybe I should actually buy real food for once. Nah, Too much work to cook. An old family gift I just can't seem to throw away. I once read kitchen knives were actually invented for murder, but non-demonic species saw how good they could cut through meat, and thus began utilizing them as culinary tools. There is nothing more frightening than a closed door. My sleeping mattress, although my implies I don't have to share it with the dust and the dust, spiders, and scrats. Hovering in the middle of my tiny haven of darkness and trash was something emitting a soft, warm light, and a chorus of distant, nostalgic laughter. The soft, round body and cutesy smile mocked me to my very core. How did you get in? What do you want? Greetings, good sir. You appear to be quite down on your luck. Shut the hell up. Have you considered inviting us angelic beings into your heart? We could restore the joy and whimsy that you have so longed for since you were but a teeny tiny devil. I am not going to get my soul eaten by the likes of you. I lash out and strangle the creature before me, the blood, guts, and bones splaying out between my grasp with an uncomfortable squelch. The ease in which its small body pulls apart makes me want to vomit. So that's your answer, huh? Well, should you change your mind, simply let your heart reach out to the celestial light. Be free of worry, be consumed. Perhaps it would be a better use of your soul than this life. It leaves through the opening and drifts into the dark sky, becoming a foggy star and leaving only the soft scent of intoxicating honey. Damn it. I didn't close my windows. What a tiring day. When I left home, I vowed to never suffer, to only enjoy and care about myself. Yet, only hollow satisfaction has been constant in my life. Why, in choosing what's safest for me, I gotta resign to the deeper and more profound sensations. A book once said life is nasty, brutish, and short. Was it correct? Is life too temperamental to only worry about yourself? Why is it that there is no joy without suffering? That's a misquote. That's not what that quote is saying. This dream again, my life, which others, me, call the library. Here, each tome is carried by the ghost of a memory, flooding me with emotion shaped as words, words laid on a wrinkled paper. I was just talking about Borges's library in the last video. Within the primordial void, the Nameless One knelt at the boundless precipice of chaos. From their blood spilled the soul mana of the cycle of death and rebirth. From their veins laid forth the structure of the stars. From their bones emerged great planets and dust. From their fleeting dreams festered the thread of reality. From their end was born the world. Mortal beings took shape from the marrow of the dirt and the light of the celestial realm. Muddled flesh crawled from their fallen bodies. In their death-liberated souls, beings of molten ether rose. But in the end, all shall return to the river of eternity, evaporating into nothingness. I really wish I could run. Can't interact with you. I guess not. During my childhood, I was fascinated by creatures whose lives were more frail than mine. They lived their moments finding meaning in their short time, and as such had accumulated many perspectives and philosophies over the years on the nature of existence. They clambered and clawed for respite in inevitable fates, some tragically cut short and others decidedly fulfilled as they faded into the wind. The rich experiences contained in the pages led me to step into the shoes of others. Not having many souls to relate and talk to, I found solace in those books, almost thought of them as friends too. However, the only real humans I had ever seen at that time were the carefully labeled and tucked away cuts of butcher meat in forbidden menus and special occasions. Guess we go upstairs now? Is there anything in here? There's something over here. A biology book explaining how life came to be. A group of atoms made a molecule. A group of molecules made an organelle. Add some mana and bam, life. The group of organelles created a cell, and such a small little thing then went on to form more and more groups. And here we are, but we never gained more life, we simply became more complex. Sure, we can argue we are conscious, sentient, self-aware. Sure, we can argue we are conscious, sentient, self-aware. The dumbest animal surpasses the bacteria in those aspects by unfathomable margins. But we can't say we are more alive than those cells, nor the ones composing our bodies. So what exactly happens when those organelles join together? And what happens when I shoot someone in the head? Is their life lost forever? In this uncaring world, more dust and energy for the hungry souls to feast on? If those lives I took are equal to mine, scientifically speaking, do I deserve to die? I have a thought, but I should not say it. Probably take my YouTube channel away if I say it. Once, as a kid, I read about a human countess who murdered hundreds of human girls, freezing their skin, drinking their blood, breathing in their screams. Abhorrent crimes even for demon standards. However, the book took pity upon her, singing of melancholic suffering sharp like needles. Chanting an anguished ode at the paganistic, useless rituals attempted at solving her depression, whereas the killings of the women were narrated with visceral, colorful prose. Why did the author do it? What were they trying to achieve at embellishing her figure? Sorrow for her condition or admiration at her actions? Why make human such a monster? I ponder if secretly I want to be given a second chance. It's tempting, similar to faking an injury to skip classes and succeeding, an undeserving prize, a selfish treat, another opportunity to act like my actions had no consequences, or to let down everyone again. I think what the Countess truly fantasized about was knowing that, no matter what she did, it wouldn't matter. Her fate was already written on the shredded flesh of the mercilessly killed maidens. Should the howls of the wind cry in pain? Due to the storm I summoned in vain, all the leaves will swiftly vanish as I remain alone in anguish. Could use some work. Would probably take that one to a workshop. Hopefully this new book I stole, borrowed, bought, makes me cry. Update. It made me cry, but out of cringe. Lame-ass author. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. Time to leave. It continues on endlessly until it no longer becomes recognizable, fading into the noise. Every moment feels eternal, and like everything eternal, all moments become redundant. No book is different from the others on the outside, so it must mean they all matter the same on the inside. They shall just become one big pile of ash then. I hate that. The other day I heard Riff say I have them crazy eyes, two red, blood-dripping roses with a glow of molten iron. It made me wonder if that's why the world always seemed insane to me, going down. The same way red sunglasses taint your vision, my crazy eyes tainted reality all my life. So since my demonic healing prowess will grow them back, I decided to honor my name and go blind for a few days. Let's see, or not, how fucked up the world is now without the glasses. Still sad. How do I make you happy? Why? I thought we were the perfect match. I tried my best, you know. The sweet and kind girl and the handsome, charismatic bad boy. Even when you went after other girls, you always went back to me. Always to your gentle, submissive, perfect girlfriend. It's just how it is, Barry. You're real easy, but so boring. All sugar with no spice, as they say. You're the worst, Cecil. A filthy backstabber. And backstabbers deserve to be stabbed from the front 1,000 times until you are unrecognizable from pulverized ground meat. Relationships have always been something that, as a concept, feels so alien to me, and yet I attempt again and again to understand it. In my school days, I aggressively pursued to grasp that unknown, to hold it within my palm laid bare for me to see. Barry was my pick to indulge in that dream at first, a heart as soft as dessert, easy to manipulate and mercilessly crush. But the yearning only twisted itself into increasingly complex brambles that choked my emotions and left me chasing shadows into the darkness. Listen, Cecil, I've been doing a lot of thinking. And, well, I just gotta put it bluntly. We gotta break up. We can't just keep licking each other's wounds. We're both in this loop of self-pity and toxicity, and drowning each other in that stuff isn't helping either of us. I know. Damn it. But goodbye. I want to leave all this part of my life. Please do not contact or seek me out. Nilly shared in the same woes of struggling to find meaning in the city's smog-covered concrete jungle as I did. From that shared experience and our chance crossing of paths, we latched onto each other and fed on each other's bleeding wounds, nourishing a bit of the hunger plaguing our souls, but deepening and prolonging the injuries that sapped our strength. The truth she shared bitterly gnawed at my insides. Hopeless. I'm utterly hopeless. Popcorn, ground flavored, not freshly popped. All yours for the low price of your dignity. Exquisite wine and food. Ah, I wonder how the main course will turn out. Funerals are always lovely. We really live for food, huh? No matter if sad or bright, any important occasion must be filled to the brim with food. Can't say I'm better than these idiots, though. I've never met the deceased, but if I had known he would taste so fucking good, I'd have killed him myself. I do know humans see cannibalism as a monstrous taboo. Don't know why, it beats me. They're lost if you ask me, and quite disrespectful. Their head cheeks are delicious when roasted, albeit quite small, and the deltoid is so underrated. Phenomenal cut. Super cheap, too. Meat tastes of success, a successful hunt. The tender fiber being pulled by my incisors is a celebration of life and death. A hollow husk gaining new purpose. From it we are born, live, and eventually become husks again. Will this be my eventual taste too, my final send-off? A party for disgraceful friends, gloating about their business ventures over my cooked organs. I hope when it comes to that, my hole is completely burnt, with an inedible sauce as a side. I want to ruin their pitiful attempt at celebrating life in death's face. Their happiness, no, their hypocrisy, shouldn't be welcomed in these events. Look there, Orchid, it's your cousin Cecil. Be polite and say hello. Hello. Mr. Batsy says hello too. So, this is Orchid. She resembles soft, melted crayons. Great. Another brat. Hopefully she doesn't develop an addiction to funeral food. Read somewhere it's an actual problem. Yeah, hello. You realize that's just a plush toy, right? Its head could tear right off. I wouldn't hold it in such high regard. That's so rude. Mr. Batsy is a brave and strong friend of mine. Just trying to warn you. We don't like your warnings. We don't like your warnings. Cousin Cecil is now banned from any and all house tea parties. First conversation, we already hate each other. I am really good at this family networking thing. We're a bit faster now. Kitty! Kitty! Yo, Cecil, perfect moment for you. Apparently we're all clear to clean out all those police officers out there. Take care of it. Man, I do all the work out here. Fine, fine. I'm literally taking care of the actual target right now. It's the least a lazy devil could do. All right, time to get to business. Spacebar sidestep? There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, you have to hold reload. I see. Weird. Let me see if I can draw one of these. Nope. Where's the last one? Wait, it said... where's my gun? Stairs. Not infinite stairs? Oh, we got an angel. Ease, a say, a pipi, opadas, apra, dos, arbri, dos, apri, dos, apri. I don't understand you. Ah, damn it. What is it now? My darn angel gotchi died again. This is like the 5th time this month. Oh, huh. As expected. Now can we actually focus on the task at hand? We're on the clock, you know. The angel of keychain pets shall surely smite me now. I look forward to that. Our lovely guest is getting rowdy, though, and it's your turn to be a good host. Please let me go. I don't know anything more, I swear. Now, we know that's a total lie. We got the footage from our client, you see. Since you won't talk, we're going to play a nice little game. Yeah, just shut up. I'm not in a good mood right now. What am I doing? Please don't do this. What the hell? You knocked him out freaking cold as Vanillora ice. Now we gotta wait forever before he's conscious again. Maybe you won't be as smug when the boss takes us out of our cut of the commission. Ah, the weakling asked for it. We've upgraded our digs. I would often pretend this mimic chest was alive. I wish it was. Oh, I think Father wanted to see me. He's waiting in my study. Father, you wanted to see me? Cecil, I have a gift for you. Come here. This is a creature commonly known as a cat. Humans often keep them as pets or vermin killers. It is similar in appearance to the Psy-Cat demon phenotype, but more fragile and less intelligent. Cat. Perhaps you have read about them before. I gift you this creature to you, so that it may serve as a test. A test? The exact criteria of the test will remain unknown to you. It is as such so that you may manifest yourself, what is befitting of your position as heir. I must be off for a few years to manage assets in Urga. I will make an assessment upon my return on how you fare with this creature. I will do my utmost best, Father. Hello there. Don't be scared now. I won't hurt you. Here, I'll open the cage. Slowly. Slowly. Ow! There's no need for that. Ah, where did you go? Where did it go? Hello, young Master Cecil. Have you seen a cat by any chance? I figured that. It's been here since forever, but I still marvel at this creature. Perhaps Father felt the same in adding it to the manor. I don't think the cat would have gotten far. Okay. Doesn't look like it's in here. There it is. There you are. Well, now you refuse to be out from there? Well, if I know anything about pets, then you'd love a tasty treat, right? Maybe I can grab something from the kitchen. I'm sure none of the maids would mind. Okay, where am I going? Am I going downstairs? Not that way. Love a run button. Cats probably like fish, right? Most cats in stories seem to at least. Psy cats enjoy fish too. Oh, I'm probably overthinking this. Alright, got some food to give them. Here, some fish. I'll just leave this here. Meow. So this is how a cat looks. Meow. I should give you a name. Well, I'm not really good with names, though. You have dark fur just like the sky and fog. Maybe Smog? Mer. No, that sounds silly. Oh, maybe Soot. Maybe not. Hey, my tail is not a plaything. Ouch! Come on, you're so mean. I remember the cat. His fur in itself was a living contradiction. So dark, yet it shone so intensively. Touching him was touching delicate black gold. Mother is good with fanciful terms. If she's not too busy, I could ask her, maybe. Meow. I'll be right back. I remember the cat. His name was Noct, from nocturnal, from which comes from the Latin nocturnus, of the night. I had come up with the name Oliviera at first, from the olive tree, but Mom suggested Noct. So he became a beast of the night, a starless night, calm and serene one to rest and relax. I study for hours on end, and it feels like it's still not enough. I wish I could just exist for a bit, without all this responsibility. Meow. You know, Noct, you make the days a little less difficult. I'm glad you're around. It's nice to have a friend other than my books. Master Cecil, your mother wishes to see you in her study. Very well. I shall be there shortly. Guest quarters. There aren't any guests at the moment, but I shouldn't messy the room by running around it. Oh, are we on the other side now? Mom? Mama? Mommy? Ah, Cecil, there you are, finally. You mustn't keep your mother waiting so long. It is ill befitting of your position. Do think of the Ruthven family name as you carry yourself. I'm sorry, Mother. At least you have the decency to apologize. Now, as for the occasion, you know your father is returning very soon, yes? Do try to make yourself presentable. He has requested that you await him in your study with that little morsel of a creature he gave you. I remember the cat. In my dad's announcement, the test. The world stopped, the wind hushed, the realms froze. Kill it. It is the being that stands far beneath you, or I shall in your stead. Whenever I relive the scene, I wonder about all which never came to be. Scenarios upon scenarios. Me escaping with Noct, me rejecting his order. Me murdering father right there, gouging my claws into his left eye. Only to taste a heinous black tar spurting from him, and realizing there's also that substance inside of me. So then I would grab the first thing I see, a fork maybe, probably a candlestick. and then I would stab him, and me, and him, and me. And the monsters we both became until an asphalt pit remains, obscure like Nock's hair. But alas, I was but a weak, naive child. I remember the cat. I remember because I don't want him to die. In human literature, this idea of dying twice was always prevalent. Our bodies die once, leaving our soul behind. However, our soul dies when it's forgotten. So that's why. I remember the cat. I remember his sharp claws shredding skin and his screams echoing against the Bordeaux walls. I remember the cat. Nock fought with everything he had as I tried to make him be still, reassuring him that his soul would be immortal within me. I didn't know how to kill painlessly at the time, and my strength was non-existent. I remember my hands firmly around his neck and his eyes becoming disfigured, filled with blood. But even then I could not fully kill him, so my father took the crumpled body from the ground. I remember Nock, how suddenly he stopped moving in my father's hands, how quickly he was but a sack of bones that dropped upon the floor in a heap. His once impeccable fur, now a dirty mess smelling of extinguished fire. I touched the expressionless face. How could have this been Nock? I didn't understand. What happened to my best friend? What did I do? This was a bad dream. This wasn't Nock. Nock was alive. His soul was alive. Death couldn't change my cat, my little friend, into this. I'm so sorry, Nock. Please forgive me. Don't leave me, Nock, please. I love you. I need you. I'm scared. What a disappointment you are. Master Cecil, are you in there? I remember the cat. Sadly, I can't say the same with the maid. When she put her hand on my shoulder, I don't remember what happened next. Only the smell of wine. Oh, Cecil. I'm proud. So proud of you. I just know that I blacked out, and when I came back to my senses, my mom was there, hugging me, congratulating me on my first bloodlust and murder. If I have 1 in 72 chances of getting the psycat figure, then I just need 72 tries to achieve a 100% success rate. However, that would mean dropping booze for a week, or cigarettes for 2 weeks. Well, I guess I could always ask for extra funds this month. Lord Mother would understand. A small price to pay. I won't win if I don't try. Where is it? Are we gonna play a gacha game? Gachapon machines in the back of the store. Hope you blow all your life savings. Could you go away? I'm trying to stand here. Oh, there it is. You got Devil. Angie. Angie. Mush. Mush. Just gotta keep at it. Devil. Conpeter? Snail Dog. Jellian. Angie. Huh. I'm gonna get that psycat. Snail Dog. Mush. Angie again. You've already seen these. You've already seen these. Stop giving me these. Oh my god. That's 20. Well, as long as you want to spend more money here, I guess. I didn't ask you. Give me the cat. Give me the cat. Give me the cat. Give me this cat. You know, I think a 1 in 72 chance means there's a 50% chance you'd get it after 36 gotchas, and you still haven't gotten it. We're only halfway there. Can we at least, like, sell these commons? You really just come here every week to dump your money into that thing, huh? I can quit any time. Where's the cat? Show me the cat. My wrist is getting tired. SAR? That's a new one. I really ought to just sue the store for fraud. There's no way I couldn't have gotten a psycat by now. 2 SARs. We all know the moment you put yourself in front of law enforcement, it's not going to end well. Psycat! Hell yeah, it only took, what, 5,600 runes? Totally worth it. I miss this yearning for something vital, inherent, unknowable. What are my insides lacking? There's an immense cavity, so immense it has its own gravitational pull. Everything centers around it despite its imperceptibility. Me, my life, my haunting, you. Yes, you. The shadow who carved the empty space in me. You are the whole, the absence, the one whose presence continues to lurk on my back, moving my hands and hiding once the stone is thrown. Or rather, you are the excuse I give. Now that you are no longer here, I've come to realize I have replaced you. In my own actions, my consequences, my betrayals, and disappointments. Lying is violence. That's all violence really is at its core. In the mirror, those same piercing red eyes revel in it. Come in. Hello, boss. Do you have a minute? Well, I could lend some for you, but time is very valuable in our field. Not my fucking field anymore, actually, because I quit. Oh. Is that so? Indeed. I won't be following your stupid contract orders anymore. Ah, well, I'd be lying if I said this did not shock me. But I am nonetheless quite saddened by this development. I suppose if you are saying this to me, I can't change your mind. Nope. Not even your stupid job bonuses can convince me. I know my worth. Very well, then. As a standard procedure, we shall undertake an exit interview. Please take a seat. Ah, fine. Don't worry, it's quite short. Then we shall part ways. How would you describe your time at the company as a consultant? Describe what could be improved. Oh, wow. Want me to rant all day long? Just let me think. Coffee machine is always broken or makes everything taste burnt. The overtime pay blows. We only kill small fry and petty low lives. Did I mention the boss fucking sucks? Maybe if he died or fucked off to some other realm, we could get somewhere. But cutting one of his heads only results in 2 new ones growing. Ha! If there's any trait or quality you consider to have greatly developed or improved at, describe it. Well, my patience was for sure tested. From enduring such shit conditions to such shit boss, I might as well give up and wallow in an alleyway as my soul and body are devoured by ferals. At least the pain would be over quicker than this. Are you willing to ever come back in the distant or near future? Hell no. Is everything alright? Huh? Your decision seems quite abrupt. You have been the best employee by far these last few months. Besides a few incidents, your numbers are top-notch. Killing all your targets without a shred of remorse. Cooperation with client missions objectives. In fact, it seemed you were eager to get job assignments. Just like when you were a kid and the fragrances released by the sweet red iron filled your palate, your mind, and your soul. Your soul, an ember hungry for more fuel to mindlessly add to the pyre. Hungry for humans, small creatures, fell beings, anything that you could turn into a corpse. Cecil? I just can't fucking stand you and your fake attitude anymore. Very well. Lastly, what are you planning to do after this? None of your damn business. That'd be all. Farewell, Cecil. Best of luck in whatever path you choose going forward from here. Bye, asshole. Where am I going? I had to be like right next to that door. Mr. Cecil, are you really leaving us? Hell yeah, I'm out of this dingy office. Aw, we made the psychiat sad. Good riddance. I always knew you were too much of a wuss for this line of work. Oh, fuck off. Despite myself, I could not help but feel the taste of bittersweet well up in my throat. Why did I care about this job at all? Why did I care about these people who constantly judge me, spit in my face, and don't give a crap about what happens to me? They'll keep on with their happy little lives while I wallow and drown in the mud. To hell with them all. To hell with this. I hope they all die. Die, 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 die. Where is this going? Every building I've ever visited has been its own world, with their own natural laws to govern over the inhabitants, either laid down by them, by those before them, or the structure itself. It is no wonder everyone's so picky when choosing a home nowadays. Oh, but who am I to complain? I may settle down for any place whose rent is low enough, and whose bed is clean enough. But I know it's temporary. Sooner or later I'll leave, or be kicked out, or thrown out of the window, harvested for parts. Whatever. Point is, they all suck. They aren't the house of my dreams. My dream house is reminiscent of the first human building I read about in a story. A prison, not quite finite, not quite dead, riddled with stairs, oppressive walls, and hidden contraptions. No organic or asymmetrical object stood out, no decoration or color dared to appear, and no windows had ever been built, since those at the prison shan't ever leave it. What they did, it mattered not. Their sins, their past, gone. Their every moment had been reduced to their new home. But the protagonist comes to an interesting conclusion in the book. With no windows, no signs of the outside, she realizes they weren't being monitored. Thus, she went on a killing spree, staining the concrete with dark red mere moments before the shape-shifting walls consumed the corpses. In the end, the girl was alone at the prison. There was no one left to perceive her. Only the incessant roaring of machinery engulfing her thoughts. That would be my dream house. Minus the contraptions. I'd probably hurt myself accidentally. Maybe a bit more furniture. Not a deal breaker, though. I doubt, however, I'll find it here in Hellborn Town. What a boring, ordinary place, on the very fringes of Realm Veritia, far from the sprawling, crowded cities. There's hardly a life to be had. Dark alleys, buildings purple like bruises, few red lamps to light the night. Few red lamps to light the night, and even fewer sane inhabitants. What brings someone to live here? Well, that's what Lord Mother wants me to find out, since Orchid seems to reside in one of those apartments. From consultant murder agency to family babysitting. What a joke. Can't even refuse either, otherwise I won't receive my family's paychecks. Maybe the kiddo will play easy and let me be her roommate. I'll give the town a few points for having some semblance of a city block. The base structure was apparently warped here from a far-off dimension in a freak accident. Might as well take a look around as I find my way to the apartment complex. Train yard is silent. I guess it doesn't stop by here very often. Figures. What am I looking for here? I'm going to take a quick break real quick. I'll be right back. I make my way up the oversized concrete block laying near giant piles of rubble. Apartment block B is loudly painted on its side, coldly declaring a place of residence. Let's see. Apartment 402. Apartment 402. Here it is. On my way. Hello, hello. Oh, it's you. Venom tipped knives with every word, pointing straight at all my vitals. Hey, Orchid. So I just got out of my job, and Lord Mother told me to. The door slams closed unceremoniously. I didn't even finish what I was going to say. Guess the roommate plan is a no-go. Well, I'm not sure what else I expected. Time for some more apartment hunting. I explored many other places to stay in the next few days to come, but none matched my requirements. Sorry. Either too bleak, too expensive, too big, too small. I wish I could just stay in that crappy hotel. One of said houses had been a close candidate. It was louder than my thoughts, which meant they could no longer bother me. Perfect. The general aesthetic was quite bland, resembling a TV screen with no channels on. Might be what creates the white noise. Oh well, I can endure an ugly living space. My hookups will probably be too drunk to care at all. My only worry left was how it'd affect my sleep, but I had slept at worse places. I was willing to give up some hours of sleep just to get this ordeal over. But just when I was about to sign the lease, I noticed it. In the smallest print, my worst nightmare. A stranger of a roommate. Hey, so you the new guy? Exclaimed immediately from behind a voice. I turned back and saw them. Gosh, can't wait to get to know you better. You seem like a fellow connoisseur at puzzles, too. You will greatly enjoy my collection. Then, They couldn't finish the sentence, as I had already dropped the pen and started running, hoping to never experience such a horrific thing. The home near the clinic with affordable pricing smelled just wonderfully. Upon entering it, the odor revealed itself to be of bloody meat and thick fat. Oh my, this was a carcass home, implemented by a certain Mr. Doors to Infinity. These harken back to sensations a demon first experiences in life. Using advanced interdimensional technology, he had devised a way to create entire structures with animal matter only. His original plan was to utilize elements such as keratin and bones, but the devil market demanded houses and rooms fully composed of fibrous muscles, built along with strips of easy-to-cook lipids. But as quickly as they rose in popularity, they fell down into irrelevancy. Their mass-producing costs exceeded any reasonable pricing, and on top of that, after a few days, the meat would rot if not careful, developing a heinous stench. Even those who could endure the smell and the high prices would quickly find the roof collapsing. Turns out biting and nibbling your house walls ain't wise if you want it to last. But some had remained standing, as proven in front of me. Oh, what a sight to behold. The marveling was magnificent, with some of the I think it's supposed to be marbling, with some of the columns being made out of ribs and bone marrow. There were also delicious elements of the body turned into furniture. The bed was carved brains and the sofa had ribbons of viscera as its pelt. It was perfect. I had found the perfect home. A mansion for me to live in this boring town, for me and me alone. I walked a few steps, letting the place surround me, and I felt at peace. So, already decided to rent it, I reclined in an armchair composed of veins and arteries until I quickly got up, feeling my clothes wet, stained with the same red as the carcass home. Then I looked down at my shoes, redder somehow. That's when I realized why this place was so cheap, and why the landlord had a dry cleaner down the street. Never mind then. Unbeknownst to me, in this last house, there was a place I believed to be fictional, a fairy tale told to us young devils. Hell. But not the hell I had been warned about. There were no torture contraptions, no fellow sinners screaming along at me. The furnishings were perfectly clean and ordinary. The room had a look of a showroom or television prop set, a subtle fake atmosphere to everything. That was the first giveaway. An immense dreadful sensation traveled through my bones, akin to the caterpillars slowly munching and growing inside of me. I closed my eyes, trying to calm myself down. It's just a stupid apartment floor with a stupid lamp, a stupid sofa, stupid wall paint, and stupid pricing. Wait, why am I still seeing everything? I opened my eyes, again, quickly discovering there was no difference. Was I dreaming? Had I suddenly died? My immediate instinct was to run, but behind me, there was no door anymore. I may have spent the next 3 minutes or 3 hours panicking and trying to leave that abode most foul, incapable of pertaining to this reality. Eventually, I realized my attempts were futile. I was trapped. I chose then to inspect the nature of my cell. Inspecting the stupid sofa, the stupid lamp, the stupid me, the stupid walls, the stupid sofa, the stupid pocket change, my stupid eyes, the stupid... And when I observed their intricate detail, I came to quickly regret it. Embedded in everything, no matter the object, there were faces. Frozen, hollow faces observing all but comprehending not. Instead of bricks or fabric, the room had been built upon their smiles, fake smiles. Through their eyeless expressions, I sensed a true poignant feeling behind each. They were trying to hide it. The stagnant faces, not alive, were lying at nothing. Or was the facade directed to me? I squinted my eyelids, trying to figure out their intention, and got closer. That's when the realization came in. The faces were me. I had been surrounded by my reflection all the time, like the insides of a giant mirror bell. And to top it all off, the mouths began moving, showing the same teeth as I. Their voices mimicked pebbles and ice hitting against the roof, scratches against paint walls, against skin. Was this how I sounded? An incomprehensible, incessant clutter of violence of no purpose, raspy and spraying toxogens. Toxogens? I don't know what that's supposed to be. I think that might be toxins. Toxogens akin to a cobra. I covered my ears, closed my eyes again, and cursed all realms. I wouldn't let some stupid whispering apartment do me, judge me. I hadn't come so far, endured everyone's stupid discernment, to rot in the seedy town. The more the agonizing noise increased, a cancer growing, replacing my heart and its beats, the more I was attuned to the hellish melody, despite my best attempts. Until, dissipating my thoughts, it was gone completely. As I waited for the other shoe to drop, I opened my eyes again and saw myself in front of a violet wooden door with an eye carved on it, awaiting to be entered. There is nothing more frightening than a closed door, said a human once. But why? Mere fear of the unknown? Probably. We create our worst nightmares, our own traps. Everything beyond our vision is possible, likely to occur. But for me, there's something else. The temptation. We want the door to unlock, to reveal its secrets. What scares us is what draws us to. Sometimes it is what we crave for. How many stories are about achieving your life goal and ending up purposeless? What I can assure, regardless, is that with my trembling hand twisting the doorknob, I wish both to get out and to be entrapped forever. Inside, it looked abandoned. All remains undistinguishable, inedible, bloated and dark. There was an immense, shapeless corpse at a corner, indistinguishable organs piled into one mound. Reminding me of a child playing with slime, sticking random toy parts on it. Except the toys were conglomerations of big eyes, big mouths, and it moved. It was moving. As the carrion took shape and became alive, its crowd of eyes pierced me with a gaze I had hoped to never receive again. It screamed fear, but not any fear. Primal fear, directed at me, as if my image alone invoked fright deeper than death. As if I was woe, distress, and misery incarnate, as if the weight of my mistakes was written on my face. It was him. He had come for me. I had been the demise behind the closed door once, and now he was mine. Knocked. The word left my lips, a reaction rather than a thought-out decision. I mumbled it again for the first time in decades. Meanwhile, knocked came closer and closer. An ocean of tendrils crawled the wooden planks with visible difficulty. My head spinned frantically. I was remembering the cat. That was it, right? His soul had been alive all this time, and now he had acquired a new body. I stared at his million eyes again. Fear was there, yes, but confusion accompanied it, not fear. I had misread him. Wow, what an idiot I was. Such stupidity elicited in me into laughter. One I can imagine led to more confusion for the creature. With my confidence regained, I headed towards the exit. However, something stopped. The monstrosity had extended one of its limbs and reached my heel, a viscous muscle coated fully of slime. The image of a land squid popped in my mind. Then, with only one mouth, it spoke. Help me. Help. My bad. Got the wrong apartment. Sorry for barging in. I'll just be on my way now. Please, help me. Don't leave. I'm so cold. Please, I don't want to die. I don't know what happened. I swear. Please, please. The thing suddenly was yelling frantically, finding its voice. The squid arm refused to let go. Okay, just stop. All right, I'll at least hear you out. No guarantees, though. I'm damn near broke and pretty much homeless at the moment, working on fixing that. But hey, I guess we'll be neighbors soon enough. Do you know me? Huh? Are you famous or something? I'm afraid I don't have any wraith friends. Maybe you're confusing me for another plain blonde guy? I just thought you said my name, so... Wait, knocked? Is that your... Oh, no, that's not quite it. It's... A brief second of panic subsided, thankfully. I don't quite remember, but knocked sounds pretty close. You can just call me knocked, then. So you've got amnesia. What a bad liar it was. The eyes flitted nervously everywhere, yet refused to focus on mine. Hesitation, trembling, a slight sheepish retreat unto himself. Very much inexperienced and comfortable, an abandoned weakling, former human guy, most likely, but abandoned by who, by what? Obviously wishing to hide away that past. I guess that makes sense. All the weird organ and soul corruption from dimension hopping has got to mess you up, I'm sure. Is that what happened to me? Is that what happened to me? I still don't really understand this wretched body. Well, I don't know who's talking. Well, I know the gist of things. And buddy, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I've seen plenty of way uglier mugs back in Stygian City. Might as well buy a lottery ticket. Gotta say, though, wraiths that still retain enough of themselves to talk are pretty rare. What a neat little find in this otherwise boring town. I don't really know much about this place. My mind is still foggy. Take a seat, friend, or wait. Are you already sitting? Blah. Who cares? Regardless, try resting. Might take a while to get you in the loop of this world. And if the hour runs late, I'll tell you what. I'll find a place right nearby so we can talk anytime. You will? That sounds nice. I don't think you ever told me who you were, or what you are. I'm just your regular everyday bottom-of-the-barrel devil. An irredeemable monster. This realm is absolutely infested with my kin. As for names, just call me Cecil, from the Latin caecus, blind. Welcome to your new life, Knocked. Someone once said that loving someone is letting them go. Bullshit. I don't want to let you go. I want whole ownership of you and for you to have it of me. I want you intertwined with my core, a tangle of thorny vines surrounding a tree, feeding off the sap. I need you to depend on me, same as I depend on you. Isn't that true love, to not care about the world, about my person or you? Love is knowing you choose me every single day and never giving that up. Love is all, is each of your cells I taste, each emotion that has your name, all the hours killed alongside you. Love is your nightmares woven in the fear I always wear. Love is an unclosed wound, impossible to ignore. Love is how the goodbyes are more memorable than anything with you. My brain can't even come close to replicating the feelings in those moments, and I frantically resort again and again to distractions, nibbling my fingertips, tears, and broken knuckles. However, it all pales when I finally say hello, and our time together commences once more, seamlessly merging with infinity. Because it should be infinite. There shouldn't be any goodbyes, anything else around. Just us two together. To let go of all that is the opposite of love. It's hatred, but towards yourself, for believing you are unworthy of such feelings. Now, whether it is healthy or not is a different matter. Hello? Hey, fancy seeing you out here, Orchid. I don't remember inviting you to talk to me. Good joke, good joke. What are you doing out here, Cecil? Just enjoying the view up above it all. I could ask you the same question. Just pondering, I guess. And I find this place the best to ponder. It's the only place you can see the sky in Hellbore Town, after all. And you were pondering about stuff? You know, I find it kind of funny. I find it kind of sad. Our parents were obsessed with how we would turn out, always hounding us every step of the way throughout our childhoods on how to think, how to act, to fit in this predefined mold they had in their heads about what we should be. And now, they don't seem to care at all. But I bet they'll be crying at my feet for me to return home one day. Haha. Can't wait for that so I can sneer at them. Yeah. Well, you do know, cousin. What? They're happy that they found a third-generation heir, so they're probably not going to bother us much anymore. Hemoglobal Blood Co. is in good hands. I see. What's with that shocked look? He's on your side of the family. Ah. It must have been after I left the manor. Still, it's a burden lifted. We're both free to do what we want. There aren't any eyes on us anymore. We don't have to manage our family business. We don't have to have huge manors full of fearful servants, where the days are empty and cold. What was the point of all that suffering, then? Who knows? But I can pursue my dream. I'll open a small craft shop full of love and joy, on my own terms, with a partner to share my waking moments with. Well, eventually. Still on Lord Mother's allowance. Still gotta study. Still gotta find a girlfriend. But the world is much more open now. My path clear. What will you do now, Cecil? Well, I'm heading back to my apartment. See you around. Every day, listlessly wandering through those memories, retracing my steps through these damned halls, wallowing in self-pity, what could have beens, what should have beens, my own folly of inaction upon inaction upon inaction. Back at the walking section. The path forwards is the path backwards, a death spiral of my own making. Everyday Devil, the path backwards, a death spiral of my own making. Allesaur? Klaus the Closet? Silly Dog Joe, Inbox 316, Chidata? I don't recognize any of those names. Gabriel Aguirre. I know that name. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I thought it was going to fade out, but it did not fade out. Can I go somewhere? Everyday Devil. Don't hire me to stare at you. I'm scared. Kitty men. Council of Realms, the Chosen 10. It just closed. All right. So that was Everyday Devil. That was kind of a horror game. It was kind of an interaction fiction game. It was kind of a visual novel game. It was kind of a walking simulator game. It's kind of a lot of stuff. Yeah, I like the mixture, the collage of different game styles and art styles. I appreciated the writing. It did get a little bit abstract at the beginning. I wish that we got more about the family and the family dynamics and that stuff towards the beginning. And then it kind of like went through more of the abstract feelings. It didn't really do a good job of like introducing the character and then going from there. It was more like, here are my inner thoughts. And then it went back and filled them in. It doesn't look like the dev has any other games. So for a free like first game, I think that this was really cool. It had a lot of really cool parts. I liked the character designs. I like the 2D sprites in the 3D world. There's a bunch of like really cool different meshes of different things together. I liked when you're walking through the 3D hallway and you see the Psycat and you chase after the Psycat and it's 2D and all of that stuff. I like the top-down section, the visual novel section. There's a lot of really cool parts and it's very short, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. I think that, yeah, if I was going to do something better, I would probably just establish the family first. Like, this is my character. This is their family. This is kind of what he's going through right now. Establish that a little bit earlier, because all of the path forward is the path backwards and all that stuff. It felt like it kind of didn't hit as hard because I didn't know where it was going. If I were to replay it, it would probably hit harder just because I know who the character is and where the character is going. And Yeah, just something like setting up that he hasn't spoken with his parents in a few months. He's getting drunk. I'm trying to think what my introduction to the character would be. Maybe sitting at a bar. That might be a good one. Or sitting in a park. Sitting in a park with like a bag of beers, looking up at the stars, and some stranger comes over and tries to talk to him. Like, what's going on? Do your parents live around here? And he's like, I haven't seen my parents in a year. And he's like, what are you drinking about? Is it like lost love? And he's like, I've never loved anyone. And it just kind of introducing the character a little bit more. Maybe like, well, I've never loved anyone. Well, there was one thing that I loved, but it was taken from me, just like everything else is. Just introducing the character a little bit more, introducing the family, getting a little bit more of a grounding before you start going into the psychology and all of that. Yeah, that would be my big suggestion for the game. Other than that, I really liked the collage of styles. I really liked the writing. I really liked where it was going. I did ask at one point, I was like, where is the story going? Because it seems like a collection of events. It doesn't seem like a story until you get to the end and you're like, oh, I see what you're going for. But yeah, establishing near the beginning, like I was supposed to be the heir of the I can't even remember what it was, the Blood Co. Sitting in the park, like drinking beers. The stranger comes up. He's like, I haven't seen my parents in over a year. I've never loved anyone. Well, there was one thing I loved, but it was taken from me just like everything else. You better watch yourself. One day I'll be the CEO of the blood company, and then you'll have to answer to me or something like that. Establishing like where that part is going. And then when it comes back at the end and it's like, haven't you heard? There's a new heir found. It's somebody on your side of the family. So we don't have to worry about growing up to take over the company anymore. And he'd be like, so then why did I do all that? What is this all for? What does that mean? That realization would hit just a little bit more. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining me for another night of Strange and Scary Games. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Good night.